Hello my beautiful and amazing people, badass Dark Zone agents, Uncle Butcher in the building with the best striker hybrid skill build in the game right now. This one will annihilate every goddamn legendary room in couple seconds. Uncle Butcher in the building as usual, covering Division 2 basically daily. Other looter shooters, RPGs like Diablo 4 as well. So if you want to be updated with all the best PvP, PVE builds, smash that sub and definitely hit that like, that would help me a lot. But with that boring intro out our ways, let's dive into this setup. And I'm using striker skill build. Yes, you heard me right, my beautiful bastard. I'm running striker skill build, which could be one of the best skill builds in the game actually as well, if you will consider how much weapon damage we are getting out of striker gear set itself. It's pretty goddamn nuts, and you can basically switch some pieces here and there to fit your playstyle. This is simply template. For example, you can use, instead of St. Elmo's engine, exotic assault rifle capacitor, exotic assault rifle, which will give you 7.5% extra weapon damage with each skill tier and 60% skill damage with full stacks. I simply love St. Elmo's. It hits hard and it has crowd control option, but like I said, you can switch some things here and there to fit your playstyle. But before we continue, a quick word from the sponsor Diving.net. If you don't have enough time or good teammates but you still want to have all the best items in your game, then Diving.net is set for you. They have absolutely amazing team on consoles. They will complete your order super quick. These guys have been working for many years. They have tons of customer reviews, and right now with my promo code RBDIF or RBDIA, you will receive 15% discount on absolutely all series. It's an amazing deal, especially when right now they have some crazy sales going on. So definitely check these guys out. But now let's get back to my striker skill hybrid build. And this build will work for solo, aka lone wolves, as well for people who are running in squads. This build can do it all, and you are basically covering yourself with every department by using this setup. Skill damage, check. Utility, check. Survivability, check, in form of armor on kill attribute. Guys, if you didn't know, skill kills will trigger armor on kill attribute as well. Weapon damage, check. So, I mean, you are getting everything in one setup, full package baby, by using this build. So definitely try this one. For specialization, I should absolutely recommend you to use technician specialization, because we would gain additional skill tier, extra skill damage, disrupt grenades, which are absolutely handy on legendary difficulty against all that shenanigans. God damn, man. Mini tanks, dogs, all that BS. God. Oh, I hate all that BS, especially drones, man. Drones are kinda annoying, man. And if one is targeting you, most likely second will target your ass as well. And if there are multiple enemies who are charging drones, most likely every goddamn drone will hunt you, because you are the real MVP. But it's, you know how people say, with great power comes great responsibility. So I mean, this build is definition of it, of this sentence. For the guns though, I'm using St. Elmo's engine exotic assault rifle for crowd control purposes. But you can definitely use a capacitor exotic assault rifle. You would gain some weapon damage and additional skill damage. If you don't have capacitor, you can definitely use test subject. It's like cheaper version of capacitor. For second weapon, I'm using sledgehammer, perfect sledgehammer, named lefty shotgun. Use your grenades against elite enemies, chungas, bosses, boom. Extra weapon damage. For the pistol, I'm using TDA named pistol with in sync. If you will be short on ammo, you will switch to the pistol, boom, you have skill damage buff and weapon damage buff. Yeah, here and there you could proc future perfection for overcharge reasons, but I think in sync for a long run is much more beneficial. But you could swap your pistols on the fly as well, and maybe use third pistol with preservation if you need. But I mean, you really don't need survivability since we're using Bellastone Armory. We have 1% armor regen and 10% armor on kill, because we are using Ninja Bike Backpack for chest piece. I'm using Empress International chest piece with kinetic momentum, really good for skill build users, especially with 2 DPS skills such as Striker Drone and Assault Turret. These skills will be on battlefield for quite some time, because 2-piece branded bonus from Empress International is skill damage and skill health. We're gonna stack kinetic momentum quite well, so you're gonna deal more DPS. Yeah, if you want maximum possible skill damage and weapon damage, go with Glasskin and Talon. For rest of the gear, I'm using Striker pieces with skill damage and skill tiers, except Striker knee pads. I'm using Striker knee pads with weapon damage core attribute, because Technician specialization is giving us that additional skill tier that allows me to use whatever core attribute I want on this build. But weapon damage is the way to go, because more DPS will translate to better defense. For backpack, I'm using Ninja Bike Backpack. This is my barbecue chicken sauce in this setup. I will unlock all the powers with the Ninja Bike Backpack. I need only 3 pieces from Striker gear set to gain full buff from Striker, and I have crazy rate of fire and shit ton of DPS. St. Elmo's can stack extremely quickly Striker gear set. For the skills, I'm using Assault Turret and Striker Drone. Best DPS skills for legendary runs. Assault Turret is kinda must have, but you could replace Drone with Artificial Hive for lazy runs. Just throw somewhere nearby Artificial Hive and your turret will be immortal. Have fun, try this build, let me know how it worked and which weapons did you use. Capacitor, Test Subject, Scorpio Shotgun, you name it. Or even Kingbreaker. See you in the next one, bye!